Most people think you need advanced SQL to become a data analyst. But here's the truth. If your goal is to work with Power BI, you only need a small, focused part of SQL, not everything. In this video, I'll show you exactly how much SQL is enough using real examples Power BI analysts use daily. First of all, extraction and filtering, the absolute minimum. If you understand select, from, and where, you already qualify for a junior analyst role. Think of SQL like this. Before data even enters Power BI, you decide what data is allowed in. For example, here we select order date and sales amount, and we filter the data from a specific date. This is used daily when loading data into Power BI. The key idea here is select defines the data set, where it keeps your reports clean and fast. Next thing, which is important, rankings, sorting, and limits. Next comes ranking and prioritization. Power BI visuals like top 10 products or top customers often work better when the database does the heavy lifting. Here, order by decides the sorting direction, and top limits the number of rows. This improves performance and keeps dashboards focused. The key idea here is don't load everything into Power BI. Load only what matters. Third most important thing is summarization, aggregates, and grouping. Now, this part is very important. If you understand SUM, count, group by, and having, you already understand Power BI measures. This SQL logic is the same as DAX, just applied at the source. Group by turns rows into insights. Having filters aggregated results in OT raw rows. The key idea here is this is where raw data becomes business insight. Next, relationships, the join clause. Power BI is all about relationships, and SQL joins are the foundation of that thinking. Inner join and left join are the industry standards. Here, we connect orders with customers to answer questions across multiple tables. If you can mentally visualize joins, you'll understand Power BI data models faster than most people. The key idea here is joins in SQL equals relationships in Power BI. Next, logic, conditional transformations. Now let's talk about logic. Instead of creating heavy calculated columns in Power BI, you can sometimes move logic upstream using SQL. Case when helps you create categories like high and low sales before data reaches Power BI. This reduces model size and keeps things efficient. The key idea here is good analysts move logic closer to the data source. Next, refinement, subqueries, and distinct. These are good to have, not mandatory. Subqueries allow dynamic comparisons, like filtering sales greater than the average. Distinct helps generate clean slicer values without duplicates. You don't need to write complex subqueries, but you should understand how to read them. The key idea here is these skills sharpen insights, not basics. Last but not the least, strategy, the real-world truth. Now here's the most important slide. Power BI analysts do not use SQL to build applications. They use SQL to prepare data. Triggers, functions, indexing, transactions. This is technical noise for most analysts. Your real value comes from asking better questions, modeling data correctly, building meaningful visuals, not from writing 200-line SQL queries. Focus on the outcome, not the complexity. So how much SQL do you really need for Power BI? Basic to intermediate SQL is more than enough. If you can, extract data, summarize it, join tables, apply simple logic, you're already ahead of most beginners. Also, if you want to learn Power BI from basic, then you could buy my Power BI course for beginner in just 99 rupees. To buy, click the link in the description. If this video helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more real-world Power BI guidance.